Brett Freelander, Saturday Road. This is for Michael in particular, but the other two players, yeah, I'd like you to chime in on this as well. After the technical foul, it really kind of felt like the momentum had shifted. And then Middlebrooks got the steal. Michael, you hit the three, and then there was the foul. How big of a response was that? And how did you guys manage to keep your composure while all that was going on?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was just sticking together. Obviously, things aren't going to always go well or things are going to go wrong, but for us to stick together through the tough times and even the great times is going to be huge. Obviously, Ben made a great play. It would have shifted momentum pretty quickly, which has definitely helped for us to keep the lead and just keep us going.
DJ Burns?
I'd say in tough situations, you rise to the level of your training, and our coaches well prepared us.
Yeah, I just piggyback off these guys. I just kind of rely on my work, trust the game plan, and, fall back on my teammates, too, to help lift me up.
Okay, let's move on the right, toward the front.
Kyle Boone with CBS Sports. It's for DJ. I noticed you were the first person from NC State's team to lead the team out of the locker room, and you were literally skipping before the game even started. Then late in the game, you skipped out to the bench as you checked out. Where does DJ Burns' joy come from?
I don't know. I guess it's how I was raised. I was raised in a happy environment, and I try to take that with me everywhere I go.
Let's move to the left now. Here.
Andre Johnson, Making Headline News. DJ Burns, this question is for you. When you picked up that second foul in the first half, what went through your mind? Because obviously it was early in the game, and I knew that everybody pretty much knew that you was getting ready to come out to take a seat. But what went through your mind? It seemed like that did something for your game at that point because you was in a complete zone afterward.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't really say I wasn't too worried about it, but going into halftime, I just knew that the main thing I was thinking, honestly, was that, I missed a few shots towards the end, so they weren't going to double team me in the second half. So I just decided that when I came back in to take advantage.
Next question by the extreme right, by the curtain.
Jalen Gilkey, WFMY News 2 in Greensboro. Just real quick, fellas, how cool is it to be in the Final Four, but then also have the women's team in the Final Four? First program to do that since 2014, UConn. They both went on to win the national championship. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but was watching Isaiah and the girls earlier today really a motivator for you guys to get out there and just say, we're gonna do this as an athletic and basketball program?
Who was that for again? Okay, let's go with DJ Horne first.
I would just say, yeah, it's definitely big for our program. Seeing the girls, have success definitely motivates us. But I would just say we're kind of worried about our team right now and just trying to make the best of what we got going right now and taking it each game at a time.
Okay, let's go to Zoom for our next question.
Okay, we have a question from Dan. Dan, if you would unmute yourself, state your name and affiliation, and then proceed with your question.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. This is for all the student athletes. Just what you can say about the fact that basketball is a brotherhood and what it's been like to be on this run with each other and to believe in each other from the inside out, no matter what the outside said.
Start with DJ Burns and then work our way back down the table.
I say basketball is a sport that just, naturally brings people together. All of my lifelong friends, I'd say about 95% of them are basketball players. And, man, I still communicate with people I played AAU with in 8th grade, man. So basketball is just something that just always brings people together. That's why we love it.
Yeah, I think building off that, I think it's pretty cool that none of us played together last year. And, since the beginning of the season, we've been able to build this chemistry and build this bond and friendship, especially off the court. And like pretty much what he said, it just brings you together. You all have a common goal, and that's winning. And you just want to figure out a way to do it together. And I think as you try to go through that process, you just grow closer together.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with them, too. I just think that, that's the beauty of basketball. You can build these connections, build these memories. And I just say personally, I'm just glad to be doing this for my last little year of college basketball.
Okay, let's move to the left, middle of the room.
Sydney Staples, D210 Sports. If you guys, all of you players, if all of you could talk to your 10-year-old self, what would you tell them?
DJ, bro, you want DJ Burns to answer that?
All of them?
You started.
All right, well, we'll go back to DJ Burns.
DJ Burns, what would you say to your 10-year-old self? I want to know that myself.
At this point, I would tell him, don't change anything, man. Just continue to be yourself. It's gonna work out.
Generic answer.
Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually going to say it too, just stick with the process. Obviously, when I was younger, you know, there was times you didn't want to go work out or, you know, play sports. You just wanted to hang out with your friends or whatever. But, you know, my parents kept on me and make sure I was working out. And just, obviously, I'm glad I did that. It definitely helped me get here and to where I am at this moment. So, yeah, just stick with it and just try to enjoy it along the way. I mean, that's really the biggest thing.
And DJ?
And I would just tell my 10-year-old self to just stay down and just understand that, you know, everybody has their moment and, you know, it comes at different times in different shapes and forms and fashions.
Let's move back to the right.
Chris Vanini, The Athletic, for all three of you guys. What does Coach Keatts mean to you, and how did he have you guys prepared for this?
I'll take this one. I would say, man, he kind of, you know, changed the trajectory of what I had going on, you know. I was up at Winthrop and, you know, didn't really know how this was going to play out when I put my name in that portal. And honestly, I didn't even at first think I was coming here. So for this, it's just an absolute blessing. And I think that man needs a lot more respect still.
Yeah, I mean, I can for sure build off that. He's had confidence in me since day one, since, you know, he contacted me when in the portal. And just to play for a coach like this who just, you know, has faith in you and, you know, push you to be your best every day. You know, when you're making mistakes, he holds you accountable, and then when you're doing well, he'll, you know, compliment you and keep pushing you to do better. So, I mean, it means the world to be playing for him, and, you know, it makes the game so much easier when you're out there.
You know, I agree with everything they said, and on my little piece, I would just say, you know, Coach gave me an opportunity to come back home and play basketball, and the confidence that he instills in me every day allows me to go out there and do what I do. And just to know that, you know, all the ups and downs we had in our season and when it could have been easy to quit, I feel like he was the main one that kind of kept us all together and kept the outlook on our whole season very positive, and gave us a lot of confidence going into that ACC tournament.
Final questions for our student athletes here on the left up front.
Don Fernoli, Duke Chronicle. Michael, this one's for you. I'm sure that Virginia shot that buzzer beater feels like a lifetime ago, but that's one of the biggest moments of this run, and without that, you guys may never be here. Can you talk about some of the individual moments that have made this really amazing run possible?
Who was that for again? I missed that.
Michael.
Michael, okay, Michael.
Yeah, I think just throughout this journey, you know, everyone's made huge plays. Whether it's just in the moment, it might not seem pretty big. Whether it's just a deflection or a steal, but it changes, you know, the trajectory of our run or the game. One play I always look back to is his block last game off the backboard. I thought that was huge, and he comes down and has an N13. So, I mean, there's just plays consistently being made by everyone that, you know, it might not be covered or might not be in the stat sheet or might not be all over, you know, social media, but everyone's been making huge plays down this run, and that's why I think that's why we're getting these wins, and it's been big for us. You know, obviously he's playing unbelievable. I mean, both these dudes are. Mo's been killing it. Casey, like everyone has been playing has had such a big impact, and when you have a lot of guys coming on the court and just contributing right away, I mean, you can't really pick the special moment when they're all special in their own way.